But do you think if they were still around, do you think they will be proud of the shit that you're doing? It's all a mask, homie. It's all a mask. Now you run into Trump. And we're going to speak on that because it's not only Kanye West. There's a lot of these motherfuckers, man. A lot of these motherfuckers that are feeding the beast, paying for the beast to grow. And I'm not only talking about paying with money, paying with time out of their life, paying with their life for this system, this beast of a system to keep growing, keep eating and killing our children. I did say eating, physically eating our children, especially the black kids in America. Killing them on the streets, having us kill each other on the streets. And we're paying for it. We call it the bag. It has become the way of life. So, Mr. Kanye West, and the thing is, how come none of us is thinking about this shit? How come none of us is addressing this shit? Because we're so fucking scared. First of all, let me touch on this really quickly. I always say this, you know, if you're gonna start talking about or saying anything about slavery, you gotta for a second think what slavery really meant. And I pray that my ancestors again bless me for me to even be able to mention this. And I'm sorry, really, because I don't think any of us should be talking about this shit. A slave master comes, rapes a poor girl, 14, 15. She has children, giving birth in a corner in a shack somewhere. Abused, beaten, raped over and over again. Little babies are born. They're not even. They don't even consider them as human babies. They call them pups, and the young girl a bitch. That's what a word bitch comes from. That all of us love to call our women these days, right? Ever think about that? These little pups, human babies, beautiful human babies that they call puppies. Not even human babies, they consider them, are taken to a market. Some asshole, gray asshole comes. We're gonna touch on that. Eastern and Western Europe. Everyone keeps saying white people, white people, white people. Western Europe and all these slave owners throughout history, all these oppressors are not white. The only true white Aryan people on this planet are Slavic people. The most oppressed people in history, and we're gonna talk about that in a different video. But just imagine, a little beautiful African child is taken to a market. Some great asshole comes, slave owner, and he checks the child like a product. Imagine. Checking the teeth, checking the eyes, you know, damn near going up the baby's ass, and they sell it like a product. So, Mr. Kanye West, before you speak on such things for a second, try to think about this shit, man. You wouldn't be able to handle a minute of this shit. And you wouldn't do shit about it. Dude, you went out and got a fucking liposuction because you we're so afraid of what everyone else is thinking of you. Some middle school shit, man. Some high school, middle school, whatever shit. A grown man should never be that uncomfortable in his own skin. But whatever. So, Mr. Kanye West, you're not that bold, man. For everyone, again, I just want to add this on, man. You just got a super thick ass mask, Mr. Kanye West. And of course, we buy this shit. And for everyone that screams out there, Kanye West married a white girl. Kim Kardashian is Armenian. Armenians are not white. I'm sorry to fucking put this out there and disappoint everyone that thought she was white and wanted to fucking point the fingers. Armenians are not white. Armenia geographically, historically, is West Asia, man. They've been wanting to, put it on the Eurasian continent or whatever, which is no such thing. It's Eurasia is basically the border of Asia and Europe. But Armenia is on the Asian side, just like Turkey is not Europe. A little part maybe of Turkey is considered Europe, but Armenia is definitely not Europe. It's Asia. In Russia, they call Armenians Hachiki or Chorny or Churki, which is basically dark. But regardless of what they call them, genetically, biologically, historically, any other kind of league that you can check, Armenians are not white. Kim Kardashian is not white. I'm sorry. If you want me to do a whole genealogy video proving this, then I will be happy to do so. But you gotta be on some dumb shit not to notice. And of course, especially in Western society, we don't know shit. We don't question shit. We just nod our fucking heads, man, and think we know this and that. We don't know anything. But prove to me that you're alive is gonna bring you the real shit. Just like y'all didn't know that Western Europeans are not whites. They are gray, cosmic parasites. I will do a video about it. Moving on. Candace Owens. Ooh, I almost went to my cheat sheet. I didn't have to. Candace Owens. Round of applause for Candace Owens. Candace Owens, man. Getting millions and millions of views on YouTube. Coming on Alex Jones show. Backing up the gutless Kanye West. I used to, you know what I'm saying? I used to love you, Kanye West. Your music and shit. You know what I mean? Your beats. But when I found out you're getting a liposuction and you think you got the heart to say that slavery was a choice when you wouldn't live through what someone else thinks of you, then you become gutless to me, my brother. But I still love you, though. Much love. Spread love, not hate, man. But yeah, this Candace Owens girl. Miss Candace Owens. The fact that we live in a globalist society, the fact that everyone is programmed, the fact that Hollywood is corrupt, anyone that knows anything, we've been known this for the past fucking decades, okay? You're not saying anything new. I feel your spirit, but you're a liar because you're coming on the Alex Jones show. So what that means is you are one of the agents for the globalists, just like Alex Jones. Look how slick they're trying to get us, man. Oh, supposedly we're gonna give you the truth, man. We're gonna instill fear in you. We're gonna send out, you guys don't want to watch MSNBC no more. You don't want to watch CNN no more. All right, we're gonna give you Alex Jones, and he's gonna fucking give it to you straight. He's gonna tell you exactly what's going on, and you're still not gonna be able to do shit about it. Ha ha ha. So, Miss Candace Owens, you ain't saying shit. That's all I gotta say about that. And everybody's all fucking going crazy over that. Yo, my God, man. She's like, nah, man. No. She's not saying anything new. She's not giving y'all jewels. And she's definitely one of the feds, man. So yeah, moving right along past that. One thing I will say. One thing I never understood in America, and I always keep saying that I think that black people are the most peaceful people ever, because yes, throughout all these years, there still hasn't been no revolution. All this oppression, all these horrendous acts, and there has been no revolution. And on one side, I'll tell you this, and it's something that Hassan Campbell said, give me freedom or give me death. And I back that up because that's me, man. I'm ready to die for this shit that I'm speaking on right now. And the messages that we're spreading would prove to me that you're alive. I'm ready to, and the music that I make, I'm ready to die for this shit. But you never know until you're in that situation, man. Look at the Native Americans. That's the attitude that they had. And genetically, in America today, there are almost no pure 100% Native Americans left. If you've never been to the reservation, take a drive, take a flight. Go see a real Indian reservation in America. It's fucked up what they have done to these people, man. The people that really own this land. This is their land. Almost wiped out. In the next couple of decades, they'll be all gone. So, when you say give me freedom or give me death, I know for a fact, even you, Hassan Campbell, man, you would fold the fuck up, man. I'm sorry to say this. You're a big brother, you look tough and all of that. And this is why you give a disclaimer before you say shit on your podcast or whatever. You give a disclaimer that this is just for educational purposes only. Because you would fold up. You think you hard, you're not that hard. But the slavery of the past reminds me of the slavery of today that is still going on, and we're not doing shit about it. I'm not even talking about the mental slavery right now, the psychological, the spiritual slavery. I'm talking about sex slavery of young girls. I'm going to give you an example. What happens is, usually these Arab sheiks that run sex trade, and these Western Europeans, gray motherfuckers, like from Holland, what they do is, they will send out their little agents, man, to especially to Eastern Europe, to my homeland, like Ukraine. They'll go in a club on a Saturday night. They'll find a girl partying, 16, 17 years old. They'll offer her a job. Of course, it's so tough over there. The girl is going to be interested in the job. She's going to want to help her family get food, eat something. So they'll tell this girl, all right, let's meet tomorrow. I'll take you to Holland, to Amsterdam. I'll get you a job, waitressing or whatever. The very excited, very naive girl will come the next morning, and the agent will say, you know what, give me your passport, man. Passport. I gotta get your papers into Holland, into Western Europe, so you can legally work there. They will take their passport. Once arriving in Amsterdam, and there's countless stories like this, countless. Once arriving in Amsterdam, the pimp will come in and tell this girl, yo, you gotta go and sell your ass. Most of these girls are virgins. The girl is gonna say, nah. I'd rather die. Give me freedom or give me death. The pimp will say, all right, no doubt, man. You got your family back home? I got you. You can die. Be free. But your family's gonna have to die too. You got a little cousin, you got a little brother. The kids gotta die too. So anytime you think, give me freedom or give me death, and freedom is a choice, you're forgetting this shit. That children and women, family, was threatened at all times. At all times. Especially with someone with more advanced weaponry and weapons. Same shit, right? So Mr. Hassan Campbell, Mr. Kanye West, Ms. Owens lady, girl, Candace Owens. God forbid you are ever faced with such a situation. You would fold the fuck up in 2 seconds, man. I'm not even talking about torture right now, which there was and is plenty of. I'm not even talking about torture, man. I'm talking about light shit. You would fold the fuck up. You wouldn't be screaming, give me freedom or give me death. You'd be screaming, yes sir. And which brings me to the next point. If anyone is screaming all this rah-rah shit about Kanye West and how he wants to be white and how he praises Trump, well, what about the rest of y'all? Slavery has been abolished and segregation has been abolished for decades now. How come everyone is staying here trying to live the American dream, paying taxes, working for the same government that's brainwashing and killing everybody? How come no one says we got a homeland? And I fall in the same category because I'm an immigrant in America too, and God bless America. But I'm not talking that much shit, right? I mean, I am talking shit, but I'm not screaming what you screaming. I'm here on a mission, on a godly mission. But you screaming all this rah-rah shit and pointing fingers, and every motherfucking body, all of y'all, the rappers, the ball players, you trying to be that white man, that Trump. Before Trump became president, y'all was praising Trump. Right? This is what America's all about. Dudes like Trump. Get the bag. That's all that you give a fuck about. Get the bag. You don't know who you are. Your spiritual identity is gone. Your ancestors are in graves with nothing to show for it. And you running out there and let me get the bag, let me get the bag. You're doing the same shit. You love the American society. You love this fucking capitalist world that the Western European man has created. Fuck spirituality, right? Fuck what it means to be a real human being. All you give a fuck about is the money. You pray to the money. The almighty dollar has become your god. And you screaming all this shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. All of y'all. Dudes like Joe Budden, man, opening up his fucking mouth, man. My G, you have been fucking rich for how long? 20 years? When was the last time you did some revolutionary shit? This is why you get on your podcast and you think you know what I'm saying, you all hard and shit. You trying to fucking front in front of people, man. Like in high school and shit. Cause you gotta prove something, man. Like you still in the hood or something. You not. And anybody that's gonna scream out, oh well, we get the money and we do some fucking charity work like Meek Mill and all of that shit. Charity work. You give a little money here and a little money there. What does that money go back to? Back into the fucking system. Back into feeding the beast, man. Gold chains, Bentleys, and same shit. That's what the Western European gray, not white, dude has created. The capitalist fucking world, man. Civilization, not culture. Lord Jamar, man, claiming to be a god. I love you, dog. Fucking, you're one of my role models. But you were on an episode of Vlad TV and you were sitting with some pastor and you were like, well, Africans were civilized and fucking they built ships and all of that. See, you don't, and you call yourself the 5%er, man. You don't realize that the ancient world, such as Africans and Aborigines of Australia and the Hopi Indians and all the Native Americans on this land and the Slavic people, they lived by culture because they knew that civilization is the destroyer of this planet. Civilization promotes and creates such prosthetics like the internet, like the fucking cell phone. They are prosthetics, whereas to culture promotes building these skills within yourself, developing your consciousness, your super consciousness, your I. Culture, cultivation, being close to Mother Earth. Knew that you can't have these humongous fucking cities that civilization has brought to life because that will destroy the planet. But you said